Hello, and welcome back to Top 10s You Should Know. Let me ask you something. How many times have you opened a bag of chips, told yourself you'll just have a few, and then suddenly realized the whole bag is gone? Junk food cravings are powerful, sneaky, and often strike when we're stressed, tired, or bored. But here's the truth. Cravings don't mean you have to sabotage your health. You don't have to deprive yourself either. What you need are smart, tasty, and satisfying alternatives that give you the flavor and comfort you want without the guilt or long term damage. So today, we're diving into the top 15 healthy alternatives to junk food cravings. These swaps aren't boring, they're delicious, nourishing, and can completely change your relationship with food. Let's dig in. 1. Swap potato chips for air popped popcorn. Potato chips are salty, addictive, and one of the biggest culprits of mindless snacking. Instead of reaching for a greasy bag, grab air popped popcorn. It's light, crunchy, and satisfies that need for something salty without all the trans fats and excess calories. Popcorn is actually a whole grain loaded with fiber, meaning it keeps you fuller longer and helps your digestion. You can season it with a sprinkle of sea salt, smoked paprika, or even nutritional yeast for a cheesy flavor without the dairy or fat. The best part? You can eat a huge bowl for the same calories as a handful of chips. This simple swap turns an unhealthy habit into a nutrient-packed snack you can feel good about. 2. Replace candy bars with dark chocolate and nuts. Candy bars may give you a quick sugar rush, but they leave you crashing and craving more. Instead, satisfy your sweet tooth with a small square of dark chocolate paired with almonds or walnuts. Dark chocolate is rich in antioxidants, supports heart health, and gives you that decadent taste without the overload of refined sugar. Pairing it with nuts balances the sweetness with protein and healthy fats, helping to stabilize your blood sugar. This combo feels indulgent yet nourishing, turning what would have been a sugar crash into lasting energy. 3. Trade ice cream for frozen yogurt with fruit. Ice cream is a comfort food classic, but it's often loaded with sugar and saturated fat. A healthier twist? Opt for plain Greek yogurt, freeze it, and top it with berries, bananas, or a drizzle of honey. Greek yogurt provides probiotics for gut health, protein for muscle repair, and a creamy texture that feels just like dessert. The fruit adds natural sweetness and fiber, making this not just a treat, but a powerful snack that fuels your body. It's refreshing, customizable, and just as satisfying as a scoop of ice cream on a hot day. 4. Swap soda for sparkling water with citrus. Craving soda is often about wanting something fizzy and refreshing. Instead of filling up on liquid sugar, go for sparkling water infused with lemon, lime, or orange slices. You still get that bubbly satisfaction, but without the blood sugar spike. Sparkling water keeps you hydrated, supports digestion, and even reduces bloating when paired with citrus. If you want a little sweetness, you can add a splash of 100% fruit juice. Over time, your taste buds will adjust, and you'll wonder why you ever reached for cola in the first place. 5. Replace milkshakes with smoothies. Milkshakes are calorie bombs filled with ice cream, syrups, and whipped cream. But you can get the same creamy, rich texture with a smoothie made from frozen bananas, almond milk, and a spoonful of nut butter. Add spinach or kale for extra nutrients. You won't even taste it. And you've got a powerhouse drink that energizes instead of weighs you down. Smoothies can be customized endlessly, and when blended thick, they mimic milkshakes so well that your cravings disappear instantly. 6. Trade candy for dried fruit or energy balls. If chewy sweet candies are your weakness, dried fruits like dates, figs, or apricots can fill the gap. They're naturally sweet, high in fiber, and loaded with minerals like potassium and magnesium. Better yet, you can make energy balls at home with dates, oats, and a sprinkle of cocoa powder. Bite-sized, chewy, and completely satisfying. These swaps curb sugar cravings without the artificial dyes and corn syrup that candies usually bring. 7. Swap pizza for whole grain flatbread pizzas. Pizza cravings are tough. They're about that cheesy, savory, comforting flavor. Instead of greasy delivery, try making your own mini pizza on whole grain flatbread. Top it with tomato sauce, fresh veggies, and a sprinkle of part-skim cheese or nutritional yeast. You get the same flavors, but with less fat and way more nutrients. By controlling the toppings, you're turning a junk food into a balanced meal that actually fuels your body. 8. Replace donuts with baked oat muffins. Donuts may smell heavenly, but they're essentially sugar and fat with no real nutrition. A better option? Whip up baked muffins using oats, bananas, and cinnamon. They satisfy your craving for something soft, sweet, and bakery-like without sending your blood sugar into chaos. Oats provide soluble fiber, bananas bring natural sweetness, and cinnamon stabilizes blood sugar levels. These muffins are a breakfast win and a snack you'll actually feel proud of. 9. Trade French fries for sweet potato wedges. French fries are one of the most addictive junk foods on the planet. Instead, bake sweet potato wedges with olive oil, paprika, and sea salt. They're crisp, golden, and packed with beta carotene, which supports vision and skin health. Sweet potatoes also contain fiber to slow down digestion, making you feel satisfied without the guilt. You'll get that familiar comfort of fries, but with a nutrient-rich twist that leaves you energized instead of sluggish. 10. Replace cookies with homemade oatmeal bites. Cookies bring comfort, but most store-bought ones are loaded with hydrogenated oils and refined sugar. Instead, make no-bake oatmeal bites with oats, peanut butter, honey, and dark chocolate chips. They give you the chewy, sweet satisfaction of a cookie while providing protein and fiber to keep hunger at bay. They're perfect for when you need something quick, comforting, and guilt-free. 11. Swap fried chicken for baked or air-fried chicken. Fried chicken is delicious but drenched in oil. A healthier take? Coat chicken in whole grain breadcrumbs, season with herbs, and bake or air fry until crispy. You'll still get that golden crunch, but with fewer calories and less saturated fat. Air frying keeps the texture we crave without drowning your body in grease. This alternative gives you all the flavor and comfort of fried chicken without the food coma. 12. Trade sugary breakfast cereals for overnight oats. Those colorful cereals you see on shelves are basically candy in disguise. Instead, prepare overnight oats with chia seeds, berries, and almond milk. They're creamy, satisfying, and rich in fiber, which keeps your blood sugar stable all morning. Plus, you can prep them in jars and grab them on the go. You're still getting that sweet, crunchy satisfaction, but with nutrients that energize instead of drain. 13. Replace burgers with veggie or bean burgers. If a big, juicy burger is your weakness, switch to homemade black bean or chickpea patties. They're hearty, protein-rich, and packed with fiber. Add avocado, lettuce, and tomato on a whole grain bun, and you'll get the same bite and satisfaction, but with half the calories and far more nutrients. You won't miss the greasy fast food burger once you try this filling, flavorful option. 14. Swap sugary granola bars for homemade trail mix. Store-bought granola bars are often glued together with corn syrup. Instead, make your own trail mix with raw nuts, seeds, and dried fruits. It gives you long-lasting energy, is high in protein and healthy fats, and avoids the sugar crash. You can even sprinkle in dark chocolate chips for sweetness without overdoing it. It's crunchy, portable, and way more wholesome than grabbing a candy bar. 15. Replace store-bought popsicles with frozen fruit skewers. Those neon-colored popsicles may look fun, but they're mostly sugar and artificial dyes. Instead, skewer fresh fruits like grapes, pineapple, and strawberries. Freeze them and enjoy. The natural sweetness and icy crunch give you the same refreshing experience with a powerful dose of vitamins and antioxidants. Kids love them, adults crave them, and they're as fun to make as they are to eat. And there you have it, 15 delicious, practical, and healthy alternatives to junk food cravings. Remember, it's not about cutting out pleasure. It's about finding smarter ways to satisfy your taste buds while nourishing your body. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these swaps will you try first? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts.